Now, I want to be very clear, I'm not a therapist. Unfortunately, I've spent enough time in therapy, but not a therapist. So this was brought up to me about how this person how she's only picked bad relationships and all men cheat. Those were two of the comments made. And I thought it was really interesting. So I, of course, made a comment back. I said, is it true that all men cheat? Or is it the ones that you go out with, the ones that you choose to go out with, the ones you choose to give your number to? And of course that stopped her in her tracks, and she's like, never really thought about it that way. So is it that all men cheat, or is it that you're choosing the ones that cheat? And the other point that I want to make is I think all people have the capability of cheating. All people have it within them. It's whether or not you choose to rise to your higher self, whether or not you choose to take responsibility and become a better person. And we all have animalistic drives. But when I said that, she stopped. And she wasn't quite sure what to do with it. And I said, look, I'm not trying to be mean. This isn't about being mean to you, but it is about helping you take responsibility for your life. Because if you don't take responsibility, you can't change it, right? So let's just say you take 50% responsibility for the problems in your life. That responsibility means the ability to respond. If you take 50% responsibility, then that means you've got 50% ability to respond, so you've got 50% control. If you take 100% responsibility, then you've got more control than anybody else. So I don't know about you, I don't like having other people have that much control over my life, and when that was posed to me in that way, it made a radical shift in how I see things. So she sort of went, oh, okay, so you mean it's me? Well, if it's not you, then that means someone else has control over the outcome of your life. So my suggestion is you do a little bit of digging and look at the painful parts of yourself. Why are you choosing those people? Why are you attracted to those people? What is it about you that feels the need to be validated in a certain way? I don't know. I'm not a therapist. I know that there are certain types of therapy that are very effective. Things like EMDR can be very effective for past trauma, or NLP can help you reprocess information a certain way. But I do think it's worth taking a look at so that you can take responsibility and get the upper hand on those things in your life, unless you want to keep repeating the same old patterns and feel like a victim. Because the victim can never win. Just be clear. A victim can never win. They have to be a victim. So I just thought that that was worth bringing up, because it's not just about men. What I want to point out is it's not just about relationships. That can apply to weight. It can apply to I have no control over food. I have no control over my job situation. I have no control. Oh, I can't believe. Have you ever seen people, the sky is falling? I can't believe this always happens to me. Okay, well, is it true? Number one, it always happens to you. And number two, why? So are you not getting out of the way? If it's always happening to you, try and figure out why. Do a little research, become a detective, be curious, not furious. And just figure it out. So I'm hoping that that was helpful. Wanted to dig into that a little bit today. I'm going to go through some of your questions, and so someone said, I want to just touch on this really fast. Someone said that her magnesium lab was within normal range. So magnesium, the results of your labs on your magnesium don't actually reflect your magnesium results and what your magnesium levels. What I mean by that is they are testing your blood. They're not testing your intracellular magnesium, which is what's usually low. Make sense? So you can't really overdose on magnesium. See if you feel better when you take it. It might help you sleep, or it might calm down your mood, or it might not. So you can't, it's not going to hurt you to take some magnesium. That's what I would say about that.